as we get ready to go with our Saturday night presentation. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Brandon Miller.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. It's Miller and Bridges teaming up at the forward spot. Ball is out there with MP, and it's Rodman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Nets, we've got Mikal Bridges, Cam Thomas out there with Nicholas Claxton, and it's Cousins in at the point. For a handful of teams at this point of the year, Doris, the future is now as they fall out of the playoff race.
But Brian, there is a dilemma to be worked out in these cases, and here's what I mean by that. Your team is now out of contention, but veterans, generally speaking, don't believe that, and they want to be competitive and win basketball games. In the meantime, the organization, from a broad perspective, is thinking, we've got to start to play the young guys so that they can gain some much-needed experience in big games. Tough situation.
Now here's Ball. Shoots over Cousins, and Ball gets it to go.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Miller against Bridges. Pass to Freeman Liberty. Now here's Bridges. He's covered closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Miller. Bridges misses. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. Came away with a win.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that one.
Good for Bridges. Well, when Mikal Bridges was drafted in 2018, his hometown team, the Philadelphia 76ers, elected to trade him after selecting him.
NBA, he made no secret of the fact that that was a heartbreaking moment at the time. Consider that his mom actually worked in the Sixers front office in those days. But in the end, he has carved out one heck of a career.
Now here's MP. He played a great game against San Antonio. Miller can't get it to go. MP against Thomas. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's agility and touch. Cam Thomas gets that to fall inside.
Ball passes to MP. Miller outside. Three-pointer, Bridges. Claxton with the rebound.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is what he'd like to have back.
Here's Thomas. Who drains the 19-footer. Thomas has got his second basket of the night.
That mid-range is where Thomas may be his most effective and confident.
MP outside. Miller on the wing. Bridges outside. Jacks up a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Stolen by MP. And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That's his first foul. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Ball gets it to go.
Well, the quickness helps LaMelo Ball out inside right there. Just allows him to get the quick drop on the defense.
Pass to Freeman Liberty. Here's Cousins. Rodman with a rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
The drive by Miller. And it's good for 2.
If you will foray to the basket on a dribble drive, you better expect some contact. Mr. Miller up and ready for it.
Bridges outside.
rhythm offensively.
I'll tell you, no secret that Miles Bridges at his best when finishing at the cup.
Now here's Cousins. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Thomas outside. Bridges on the double. Pass to Freeman Liberty. Shot clock at 5. Cousins for 3. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Here's Charlotte. Right now on a 9-0 run. Here's Rodman. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Floats one up. Here's Claxton. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from him.
Bridges outside. Pass to MP. Miller outside. There's the triple. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Miller's got 5 now.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Here is Freeman Liberty. It's Thomas on the wing. Covered by MP. Pass to Thomas. From downtown. Trails it from deep. Thomas has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Scoring well this quarter. Picking up steam as he goes.
Now here's Miller. Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range. Give him 8.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Pass to Freeman Liberty. Bridges outside. Outside the arc. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
How about that quick response by Cal Bridges?
Of course, it's interesting. The Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
Now here's Cousins. Gets to see a basket. Bridges against Miller. Fires top of the key. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
What a wingspan on this young man, able to get up and over defenders. Nice opportunity on the jump shot.
Miller outside. Fires from deep. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists now in this one.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Now here's Claxton. Coming off a 12-point game. MP against Thomas. And it's MP with a rebound. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They lead by 7. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And that night, they did a great job of executing their plays and creating mismatches.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Here is Freeman Liberty. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Houston.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Here's Bridges. And he trades it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Bridges. He's got 7. Freeman Liberty, no good. Pass to Bridges. Here's Miller. That 3's off the mark. Nets trail by 12. To win the run. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. On the way again, Pete. He's scoreless. Brooklyn has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. And the basket by Bridges.
Oh, Raquel Bridges with the big-time strength on that finish.
Hornets leading by 10. Ball passes to MP. It's Bridges on the wing. Ball outside. MP outside. Launches a 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton Paxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ball against Cousins. Pass to Thomas. He takes it in.
Cam Thomas is not the guy you want to open a lane to the rim because he will seize on that opportunity.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Miller. He picked up 12 points in their last win against San Antonio. And here's Ball. Screen by Bridges. Charlotte again missing.
I'm surprised that he's doing that. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Thomas outside. To the middle. It's tipped. Ball with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Miller. And the Hornets lead by 10. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Hachimura's checked in for Claxton. Dort comes in for Freeman Liberty. Whitehead, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Jones in for Cousins. Hachimura, the pass to Dort. Here's Bridges, covered by MP. Bridges. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on MP.
But you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
Bridges hits them both. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Greg.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Here's Tyson. In his last outing, 8 points for him. And there's the screen. 5 on the clock. He buries it from 3. And the Hornets lead by 11.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that third shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Here's Tyson. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Pass to Murphy from behind the arc. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists here tonight. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. 11-point game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He picked up 38 points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. A virtuoso performance that will be remembered for a very long time. Brian?
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to
the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Outside Jones. Toward outside. Three-pointer. The shot no good. Miles Bridges has been on display for the Hornets. His fingerprints were all... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Cam Thomas out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Lou Dort. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Whitehead in at the three. Small forward. So that's the Nets 5. Now here's Hachimura. A 17-point game for him in the win against Houston. And it's good. 2 points.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Here's Daniels. 9-point game. Pass to Wilkins. Hey, from beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. There's the drive. Whitehead. Shot is good. Whitehead's got his first points of the night.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
MP with it. Here's Daniels. Back to MP. From the arc. Brooklyn pulls it in. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Pass to Murphy. MP outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Daniels. Defended by Jones. MP looking around. MP makes his move. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Excellent read by MP there. Just takes advantage of the opening.
Thomas outside. From deep. Making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's MP. MP getting it done inside.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
That's trailed by 9. Here's Thomas. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Wilkins. Hey, expanding his range. Kept alive by Charlotte. Here's Daniels. MP outside. Here's Tyson. Dort defending. And here's MP from outside. Hachimura with the rebound.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
The shot by Dort, no good. Hornets leading by 7. Pass to Murphy. Here's Wilkins. MP left side. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has got his first 3 points of the game. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls. Partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Tyus Jones showing an ability to finish in close. How about the use of the angle right there?
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. Looks like he needed a 3-point play. checked in for Brooklyn. Cousins comes in for Jones. Charlotte shooting their first free throw of the night. And here's Cousins. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Houston.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
Now here's Cousins. Claxton a screen on Embiid. Here's Thomas. Ball with the rebound. Hornets leading by 11. Inside. Here's Tyson. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Gordon. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Cousins drives in. Look loose. Stolen by Ball. Here's Bridges. Cash. It's Embiid picking up the assist. Bridges has got 15 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Thomas. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Bridges. Now the Hornets moving it up. And Ball gets it to go. 6 points for him.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Whitehead. Back to Cousins. With the teardrop. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. Pass to Miller. Now here's Ball. And Miller the bucket. On the assist by Ball.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Nets trail by 17. Stolen by Embiid. To the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
At this point, Brandon Miller is getting whatever he wants on the offensive end. Defense better step up.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
On the court, their number 5. All right, fans. Who do you think these are? Let me hear you.
Bridges in for Whitehead. As the playoffs draw closer, here's what the East looks like. You take a look at the Hornets. They have looked in control all season long. Aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon. And of course, Brooklyn, quite a bit of space between these two.
I think for the Nets, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball, right?"
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Here's Cousins. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
Miller on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Rodman. Brooklyn pulls it in. They'll take on the Cavaliers at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse after this one. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Miller. Cousins for 3. Gets the first one to go. Now 1 for 7 on the night.
there. Set up the open man.
Ball finds Bridges. On the wing, MP. Miller outside. Launches it. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Back to Cousins. The free ball. Rebound by Bridges.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. When you look at the development of AI, how might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Ryan, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
And Cousins throws it down.
Are you serious? That is some power from the point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Bridges. After the basket by Brooklyn. And Ball throws it down.
Now this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
Down low. Here's Bridges. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Brooklyn shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
First team foul.
That's good from Bridges.
This guy is such a high-effort player. Mikal Bridges does everything he can to make sure he's the hardest-working guy out there.
Now here's Bridges. He's got 15. Here's Miller. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Miller's got 20 points.
It's been a dominant night for him. Stayed productive throughout.
Here's Cousins. 5 points in the game. Pass to Claxton. And it's rejected. Now Ball. MP outside. It's Bridges on the wing.
2 minutes to play.
Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Whitehead. 1:49 left in the second. Cousins for 3. Hornets with the rebound. Rodman's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Ball with the basket on the assist by MP. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
Pass to Whitehead. Bridges a screen on Miller. The 3. Whitehead can't get it to go.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
The young guys can be so fearless. I mean, just look at MP battling there inside.
It's his first trip to the line. And he makes a first. Scott's checked in for Bridges. And both free throws good for MP.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
Now here's Cousins. He's got 5.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Bridges over MP. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. look good. MP.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Well, Brooklyn's shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Here's Whitehead. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Back to Bridges. Here's Freeman Liberty. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Welcome to the half, as we first take a quick glance at the injury report from around the league. Guys, have you had any injuries recently that you'd like to share?
You know what, Ernie? I hit my head at the top of the door frame walking into the studio today.
I saw that.
Being this tall is a blessing and a curse.
Well, I actually saw that when I was walking in, and now my voice is hoarse. Excuse me, I'm laughing so hard. You might, have to carry the show out tonight, Ernie.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Keep laughing, Kenny.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Hornets.
Their offense may get the credit for the lead, but they've set the tone with their rebounding.
I give it the Shaq stamp of approval. They've been the schoolyard bullies today.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You gotta like what we're seeing from Brandon Miller.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
As a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
On the floor for Charlotte, it's Miller and Bridges teaming up at the forward spots. MP is out there with LaMelo Ball, and it's Rodman in at the center position, filling out the middle. Good chance here for Thomas. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Thomas has got 18 points in the game. And here's Charlotte now. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
There is a wiry strength to Brandon Miller, powers right through the contact.
Cousins against Ball. Bridges outside. Pass to Cousins. Claxton a screen on Ball. Cousins for 3. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Boy, what a nice find from LaMelo Ball. You can tell this guy loves setting up his teammates.
Thomas outside. Back to Cousins. Inside. Here's Bridges. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5. That's good from Bridges. And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. Bridges outside. Pass to MP. Third quarter basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Thomas against MP. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter, beautiful.
Well, if you don't overthink it, what Cam Thomas does on offense is very impressive at his age, North.
I think, B.A., what you love about Cam Thomas is he is fearless. He doesn't concern himself with efficiency. His mindset is, I'm going to score, and if I miss the last 10, it doesn't matter. This next one's going in.
That's good for Bridges. The Nets have gotten 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Claxton. Here is Freeman Liberty. Cousins for 3. Connects from downtown. Cousins has got 8.
They're on fire right now. Shooting 80% to start the second half.
Ball outside. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
Cousins, the pass to Bridges. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line from there. He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trip number 6.
Man, can we discuss the great work he's done at the line tonight?
And so he makes both from the line.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Back to Ball. Pass to Bridges. Fires the 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 8 rebounds in the game. Cousins, the pass to Thomas. Brooklyn, no good that time either. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. There's Ball with a 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Boy, early in his career, LaMelo Ball has let you know I am dangerous from deep. The 3 ball is good.
Pass to Bridges. Let's go with a 3. And the Nets miss again.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's the floater. The rebound by Bridges. Brooklyn shooting has been excellent in the third quarter, 57%. No good on the shot. Good D by Ball. The Hornets have got 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Back to MP. Miller on the wing. They set a pick. Unloads. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Miller's got 7 points for the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment, play the right way.
A nice quick transition play for Ball, getting out ahead of the defense and converting on the fast break.
Now, Cousins. Give him 8. Pass to Freeman Liberty. Bridges with it. Guarded by Miller. Thomas outside. 5 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. And the Nets miss again.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's MP. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. And Charlotte making a change here. Tyson's checked in. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Now here's Thomas. 20 points for him. From the top of the key, he buries it. Thomas has got 22.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Miller outside, pass the ball. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. Ball's got 11 points here in the second half.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Here is Freeman Liberty. Bridges outside. MP against Thomas. And here's Claxton. Nice D from Bridges. Here's Miller. Brooklyn with the board.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Cousins for three. Miller pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The three from Ball. Brooklyn pulls it in. Bridges has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Thomas. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Thomas has got 9 points now in the quarter.
His first triple in the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Bridges, left side. Baseline drive. Buries the jump shot. Bridges has got 17.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Cousins, the pass to Claxton. Bridges outside. Here's the three. Count it. Now 8-13 with that basket.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
Ball outside. Pass to Tyson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Thomas passes to Cousins. MP against Thomas. Now here's Claxton. Here is Freeman Liberty. No points yet. Thomas misses. Now here's Ball. Up top Bridges. He's guarded by Claxton. The three is up. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Pass to Freeman Liberty. Now here's Thomas. Covered by MP. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Bridges. 28 points for him.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Miller can't get it to go.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Here is Freeman Liberty. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Thomas, that's good.
He's in 4 now from behind the arc. 2 in each half, making an impact.
Pass to Tyson. Here's MP. Miller outside. Takes the three. And the Hornets, another three.
Yeah, the first half he was unstoppable from deep. Now 2 more since the break.
Cousins with it. Give him 8. Here is Freeman Liberty. And here's Thomas from the arc. Rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got his 7th rebound here tonight. On the wing, MP. Pass to Tyson. Cousins against Ball. Shoots over Cousins. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Ball's got 16 points here in the second half. And the Nets shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Claxton with it. And here's Thomas.
1 minute to play. Third quarter.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on MP.
Boy, when you talk about rhythm scorer, the first guy or one of the first guys to come to mind is Cam Thomas. Very difficult to see.
With so many franchises, the star player has a lot of sway.
Well, to me, BA, so much of this speaks to which star are we talking talking about. If you take someone like Stephen Curry, who historically has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes, he welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about.
We've got Lugan Stewart, Cam Thomas out there with Rui Hachimura, and it's Whitehead in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. Cousins finds Dort, misses from close range.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Bridges passes to MP. Bridges outside. Back to MP. Bridges against Hachimura. Bridges misses.
Yeah, the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Cousins. Can't connect from short range.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. They just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
The Hornets shooting is around 55% so far. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, you love to see the unselfishness of MP at this early stage. Pretty pass.
And here's Cousins. Pass to Thomas. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by MP. And so MP will bring it up for Charlotte. Here's Rodman. Ball looks over the floor. Beyond the arc. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Thomas has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now Dort. There's the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. So Dort's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Bridges outside. Cousins against Ball to the middle. Miller. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 6 assists in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Thomas outside. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
That one drops for him.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Hachimura outside. Pass to Thomas. Over MP. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got 17 points here in the second half.
Rising to the challenge. He's giving them everything he's got.
MP outside. Bridges outside. Sinks the tray. Bridges has got 23.
What you love is Miles Bridges has kept his foot on the gas pedal. Started out scoring well and continues to keep the pressure on.
Thomas misses.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Thomas against MP. For 3. On target from range. MP's got 7 points for the quarter.
A very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Thomas, that's good.
This is his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Now Ball. MP outside. Miller on the wing. Screen by Bridges. Miller can't get it to go. And that's shooting 47% since the 4th quarter started. Now here's Cousins. Here's Thomas. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Cam Thomas is rolling. He's attacking at will. Somebody better shut the water off.
Ball passes to Miller. On the wing, MP. Thomas defends. Bridges outside. Takes a 3. From Rodman pulls it in. Thomas has got rebound number 7 tonight. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Cousins with it. Pass to Freeman Liberty. Well, when you list the best players in the NBA right now, Doris, most of the top guys are from outside the U.S.
BA, I don't know why that is. There's a lot of theories out there, one of which is the 1992, the initial Dream Team, so captivated the imagination of fans across the world. So I think that's part of it. We have to love that the game of basketball is so popular in countries outside of the United States, and we would be making a mistake if we did not give the league the credit it deserves for wanting to grow the game internationally. It has not been solely and exclusively focused here in the United States. They want everyone to love the game as much as we do.
For 3, Bridges. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And the layup is good off the glass. Bridges has got 30 points.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And the basket is good.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Pass to Freeman Liberty. Now here's Claxton. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming. For someone who plays within himself, Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player.
And we win by 24.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory.